Hey everyone, Carlos over at BearBullTraders.com. Here's my recap for today. I had a really good clean day on three stocks, starting with MGM. So MGM, I wanted to take an opening range breakdown. I was playing the 1 minute chart and the 5 minute chart. So what I did here is the stock popped up and then it sold off past the VWAP. I tried to catch it right at the VWAP for a break of new low of the day. Once I got in, I took some profits off once it made a newer low. And then it did a little pullback and it kind of hesitated here. So I took some out just in case it was going to bounce back. Right before it got to my break even point, I noticed that the price action was not weak enough. So I took everything out. I'm glad I did, because after that, what it did is just punched through the VWAP and it continued to make it all the way to the previous day close. And this was called out in the chat room. Let me mute this. So that was called out in the chat room by Andrew, and a lot of the guys took that move, which was the move of the day for sure. So I'm glad I got out on that one. Then on TEVA, what I did on TEVA is I was looking short. Andrew also called this out on the chat room. What I liked about this trade, that we had an engulfing pattern here and it started losing the moving averages. So I got in short with a stop loss at the high of this candle. It tested it, but it didn't crack it or close above it, so I stayed in the trade. Once it made a newer low and it cracked through this moving average, I took some profits out, took some more over here. And then once it hit this on the next candle, once it was dancing around this moving average, I took some out just in case it was gonna do a pullback to my entry point. I should have waited a little bit. I think I was took profits too early here for sure. I should have continued on my stop loss. If I would have been more patient, I could have taken advantage of this move all the way to the previous day close. But I just didn't want to have a pullback to my entry point or above it, so I took everything out. Then over on EXAS. This was a trade I was looking for it to go short. Once I saw that it was very weak. So what I saw here is that it bounced up from the VWAP and it was struggling to reach the new high of the day. So when I saw that and I saw the volume dying down, I went short here right at the top, and then took profits immediately because the price action was very choppy. I didn't want to get squeezed, so I took profits right away. Then I realized that, this is really weak. I should have had stayed in the move. I went back in again with more shares here at the moving average, stop loss at the top of this. And this time I was a bit more patient, and it did pay off. I was able to get out at the VWAP, took some more profits off here. Then later in the day, at this point where I just had a little bit of shares left, the stock became very choppy. And a lot of us in the chat room were in this move as well. So once the stock started, it couldn't break this 50 level. This was a very strong level for this stock right here. Once it broke through, I took some out. But then once it started hesitating, I took the rest out. I'm glad I did, because then I had this squeeze that would have got me out at my break-even point or even above it. So again, great day. Hope everyone else had a green day as well, and a clean day. So I will see you guys tomorrow.